Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
Hey guys, how is everybody?
Well, where am I going with that?
You're okay. You're okay.
There we go.
Hi, there we go. So, how are you, Kent?
I am well. Good morning. Today, we, of course, are going to be talking about angels, how to use them. We got to give shouts out to our good friends over at moisturizedchaos.com for all of your health beauty needs. Check them out at moisturizedchaos.com. And our good friend over at Sue, right over at Diamonds Natural.
Naturals.
Now, this is not diamonds. This is natural pet food
It's a
for
pet
dogs.
Food, yes.
And you can check her out at www.diamondsnaturalstore.com. It's right up behind you right now.
Yes,
so
it is.
Cool.
And she's just a great person.
Cool stuff.
She's gave me a sample. You got to try. I know this sounds crazy, but you know, this is animal. There's stuff for animals. And it sounds bad, but they're duck hearts. And I know that sounds, and they're freeze dried. The dogs, like, they're crazy for them. Like, they go crazy and they're not that expensive. And, you know, I mean, it sounds kind of mean, I guess, in a way, but it's not. It's because, you know, they're dogs. So, but it's right. She's got all these really good treats. It's got peanut butter. There's just really cool stuff. So, okay. Anyway, well, I'm going to get on to, and we're going to do angels, and I'm going to discuss some people that I had from last week and start doing some more this week and how to access them. Okay. So, I'm going to cover 7. And did you guys know, and I don't know if you knew this, that everybody who is by their zodiac sign has their own angel, also their own archangel, not just the basics. Did you know that? I just learned that recently. I was like, oh, well, mine for Sagittarius is Raguel. And I did not know, but I know Raguel has been coming to me. So, you know, it's kind of cool, huh? So what I'm going to do is, everybody, I'm going to talk about, I haven't been on here in a couple weeks. So people are like, oh my God, she's on. I was on a little bit last week because remember we had some things pop up. It's hard to get in. Yeah. And the week before it was snowing.
Oh, man, it
was bad weather, and I decided not to come. So,
smart.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so funny because, like, and then you drive and it's all gone already. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're like, because it's starting, I don't know. I just think that our weather pattern's changing, and I feel like it's very mild by me, because up to the north of me got like 8 inches, and I got one. One, just a dust. And so, but it's supposed to be 50 degrees this week.
Yeah.
So, which is
beautiful week in the Midwest.
That's almost like shorts weather here in Wisconsin and Illinois.
Right.
So, okay. So anyway, we're going to talk about angels. So how is everybody? Hi. Thank you. Somebody said, like, my nails. Thank you. All right. So we're going to talk first about why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through a bit of an awakening. If you guys have been watching, I've had messages from the Almighty, and I started saying, you know, one day I was taping, and I noticed, because I had been saying some prayers to Metatron, who is an angel who in the book of Enoch, he was Enoch and he became Metatron. And I didn't even know. I just thought, well, you know, I wonder
not to be confused with the Transformer Megatron.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there you go. You know what? Somebody said that, and I kind of chuckled. But anyway, I was like saying, you know, like prayers, and I didn't realize he is the archangel of seraphims. Seraphims are the little ones,
the baby ones, right?
Yeah, the little tiny ones that bring information, and they almost look like fairies. And did you know that traditionally, and I don't know if this is true or not, fairies are angels that got locked out of heaven when heaven shut the door? That's what I heard. I didn't know if that's true or not. I just know that something's coming to me. And so
sounds like a gracious host.
Yes.
Yeah, come on in. Whoops, sorry. You're late for class. No, can't do it.
So anyway, I don't know. I just know that it's and if you had seen some of my videos, and I know Kent has seen some of them, the one
Yes.
that we blew
And
one
we've
up and there
shared
was
it. Mhm.
something doing this.
Yeah.
It's a being. There are beings. Anyway, so what I'm gonna
There's
do is
that
how
one-
you can access them too.
There's the
Okay.
one you had from must be 2 years ago
Yes.
now, and it just floated right by your left shoulder for
Yes.
and then
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the most recent ones, there were hundreds for hours.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half that were so bad that I had to stand up finally and walk away. And that's so weird is I came back and they were all gone. It was weird. And and people are like, oh, they're bugs. I had somebody, oh, that's a bug. I'm like, now how it's white and it literally would do this.
January.
In January. And they don't understand.
Right.
And then it would literally do that. Bugs don't have the capabilities of doing 90-degree angles. So anyway, I always say that. But anyway, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the first one's Michael. Now everybody knows Michael, the archangel, defender and protector and all that stuff. And you can't, when you need something to go right, you need maybe some justice, or you need to be protected from negative energy or something of that nature, you can always ask Michael. Michael's the big one. He's the big one. He's the one that stands with the big old sword. And I know that when I've done my meditation, I've seen him because he'll stand there with a big gold sword. Now I don't believe in like spells, and because I believe that if you believe they're real, they're real. If you believe that they're not, they're not. But supposedly he is the one that protects you from negative energy from other people throwing stuff at you. Okay. So hi guys. So just remember that Michael, I know some of it's so funny when I call for, when people call me for my readings, and by the way, before I forget, I have a special for love readings just because of Valentine's Day. They're less than half off. So it's a 15-minute reading for $35. So if you're interested, book me, talk to me. I see a lot of my normal people on here. Can't beat that deal. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So with this negative energy thing, it protects. I'm telling you, when people are people are trying to do you wrong or bad, he is very much a protector. And I know that when some of my readers, I call them, I'll say, wow, you've been summoning angels, because I can see them. And I don't know how I can tell you that I can see like wings, sort of like the edges of wings, kind of like this, and what I'm reading. And so, and they're kind of usually like iridescent or pink and light blue, and they're iridescent sort of. And they'll say, oh yeah, I've been talking to Michael. And I'll be like, oh, okay. I thought so. Sometimes I see your guides, sometimes I see your angels, but most of the time it's a general kind of, I just know they're around you guys. And I really think with our way things are now, we need them more than ever.
Yeah. Lori Sue says, yes, yet all the archangels are available to any of us who beseech them at any time.
Yes.
So
and you can ask,
like,
anybody, they're available to anybody. And so what's so interesting is that everybody's got different opinions. I'm going to go through 7, but I was just telling Kent that there's one per zodiac sign. So, which is very interesting. But from what I understand, there's about 15 archangels. So, and some of them do double duty. They kind of do the same thing a little bit too sometimes. But I'm just going to go over these so you guys can learn that. And yes, somebody just asked, I will take questions at 10 o'clock like I always do.
Top of the hour.
This is my podcast. Now, Laura, so if you're on TikTok, then you see that.
So Lori Sue says, I've been receiving insights, information, prophetic dreams since childhood, but have yet to accurately read for my own self. Any insights you might have?
Well, you don't ever
set up a time to talk with you.
Yes, you can set up a time to talk with me. I'm really inexpensive. I'm doing it on purpose because the money's tight, man. So, and I know that they still need it. But I do want to tell you, don't read for yourself.
Right.
It's really hard. You know why? You're so emotionally vested that you're just like, oh, I can't see this. I sometimes will get like little things for myself, maybe 10% of the time, but I'm blind as a bat. Now, you guys know why you're blind as a bat, right? You're blind as a bat because if you could see all the bad things and all the lessons you have to learn and they're negative and you just don't want to go through it, aren't you going to avoid it?
Yeah.
God blocks you from your own chart. That's why you have to access it with the Akashic records from somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just that you understand, but so don't be so hard on yourself. It's normal. I don't read real well for myself either. Now it's funny, but you're not supposed to read for your family, but I can read really well for my family. It's weird. Go figure.
Well, you're weird.
Yes, I'm weird. You know what? I had somebody tell me that the other day because, like, look at me. Like, if you guys don't know, I dress a little differently. Like, I look normal today, but I have I'm a hippie-ish type person. But I got tails. See, look, I got tails. I'm wearing ponchos. I'm wearing, I just have my own sense of style. And so somebody said that the other day. They said, "You're very different," and I'm going, I guess so. I thank you. Thank you. So I'm trying, you know what? I moved to the beat of my own drummer. I'm also an artist. I mean, I don't know. So thank you anyway, you guys. But anyway, so getting back to this, how to access these. You can access these. Defender, protector. Michael will appear in gold. Like he'll have a gold aura, and he'll always hold a sword. When I'm doing my meditation, try this. Try to. Now, some people have candles that they will burn, and it'll have like a Michael candle. It'll be a gold candle, and they'll have like the big thick ones, and they'll burn it. Try it. You have to try this if you don't believe this, because 5 years ago, I didn't even believe in astrology. I was like, I don't know, astrology is real. The more I get into this, the more I understand, the more I realize I don't know. Mm-hmm. And that this does work. Okay. So believe me on this. Okay. So the next angel is Raphael, and he's one of my favorites because he comes a lot to me. Because you know why? He is the healer of insomnia. So if you are having insomnia, try Raphael. I am telling you, it works when I am up, because I always wake up in the middle of the night once, and I'm like up for an hour, up for 2, then I go back to sleep again. And it's gotten better over time. I think that now when I get my weight loss surgery, it might change a little up again, hopefully. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and I just know that I can't get back to sleep. I immediately start praying like, Raphael, I need my sleep. Please help me sleep. I'm a Pisces. If you guys are a Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or north node, you need more sleep than the average person. Did you know that? Because they dream. Why? Because you're prophetic in your dreams. And so you need to dream. So anyway, I pray to him, and within 10 minutes, I swear to you, I start to relax, and I'm out. And it works. So try it. But he's also the healer. He's just a healer. So if there's any type of healing issues, he can have to do with anxiety. I might talk to you. There's another one. The Azrael is also anxiety and grieving. But Raphael is one of my favorites. And I don't know why, but I see the colors. And then I look him up. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. He comes as royal blue. Ooh. So if you're meditating and you're like this and you're meditating, you will see royal blue. And you will know that that's Raphael. And I don't care what anybody says. Like, I was talking to one of my friends. I said, I just was like the biggest skeptic of this until I started praying to Metatron. And yes, there's an angel for Capricorns. I'm going to get to that. Yes, Teresa, it's Azrael. Anyway, and I'm asleep, and you guys, okay, I have to have a fan at night. Do you have to have the white noise too?
I think that might be a Midwestern thing.
I think it is. You have to have well, you know why? My husband used to work third shift, and I'd hear noises at night, and I'd be like, all paranoid. I got used to using a fan and turning it on low so I could just sleep. It's the white noise. Anyway, I am asleep, and I am praying to Raphael. There, you could hear something walk in front of the fan. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I back and forth, and everybody's like, well, they fly. Well, I think they can walk too. Because at one point, when my mother first died, I saw about a 7 foot tall, and it was an angel, and it walked through the wall. And I couldn't, I'm like, I'm asleep. Am I awake? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget it because it looked kind of grayish, like iridescent again. Like you could see through it, but it was like a gray, but it was really super tall. So they are here. And I really think that they are here a lot because of what we're going through. This, you can't tell we've changed. There's a change. You can't tell that there's a lot going on. There is a lot of people desperately having mental issues. This is all worked it's been horrible on everybody. This whole pandemic, this whole trying to go forward, now we're worried about the climate, and it's worn on us, and they're here to help. Okay. I know that's what it is. They've increased.
Well, you
They
said back in 2020, it was the Great Reset, right? I
Yep.
mean, and a lot of people think maybe that's personal, but maybe that's universal.
It is.
You
It
know
is.
what I mean? Yeah.
It is the Great Reset.
Mm.
And I've been saying that for a long time now. And then having the whole the experience where I had, and you guys, I've told you this many times, Jesus came through to me. I am not religious. I'm spiritual. And I've been relating ever since what he's saying. Okay. All right. You know what, Jan, I'll get to that because I'm going to do numbers next. Somebody asked me what 777. That's an angel number. I used to not thinking the angel numbers too, but I started noticing that I was noticing 222 constantly, and then 1111111. They're communicating. Okay. And I'm going to get to that. All right. So, and I will go over their zodiac signs. So my next podcast will be like the zodiac signs that go with them. Rogel is for Sagittarius. Okay. I know that because and he's one of my favorites too. And then, my next one is Azrael, and Azrael is kind of like the angel of death and transformation. Now, you might think that it's negative, but it's not. He's the archangel that takes care of grief and loss and mental and emotional stress and anxiety. So if you're really having a hard time coping, say a prayer to him. It works. Because like I said, I'm a Capricorn rising, and you can do, if you guys don't know what you are, you have to go to Cafe Astrology, and look up what your sun, moon, rising, and your north node. Your north node is why you are here. It is the upside down U with the little circles at the bottom. That is your north node. And I always look, and I've been doing lots of yearlies, and you guys know I've been doing yearlies. And what they are is I do this long, I do your astrology, your numerology, your life purpose. I mean, I do all of this together, and I put it together, and I give 12 5-minute readings per month. They take me a long time to do, and people get a little impatient. You can't be impatient with me, because if I don't do a good job. So I'm only doing 1 to 2 a week, and I'm backlogged right now, so I have to catch up.
Just a quick shout out to Sue.
Uh-huh.
Sue says rising is Libra. Of
Libra.
course, Sue, Diamond's Natural Store. And I apologize. I'm trying to work on that drop behind you right now.
You trying to watch? Oh, yeah.
Seems to glare a little bit.
Yeah, it's glare up back there. Hi, Sue.
So it looks really bright, but it's diamondsnaturalstore.com.
Yep. She's one of my sponsors. I think she's awesome. I love her to death.
She is cool. Yeah.
Okay. What I think people forget, by the way, because it's metaphysical meanderings, is that you guys end up being part of my chart too. And I end up being friends with you. So I always kind of know, hi, MJ.
Yep.
I always know, I always kind of know what's going on, and somebody will call me, and I'll be like, and it'll take me a minute, and I'll be like, oh, and they go, how do you remember that? And I'm like, I don't know. I know that when you close, when I will put the phone up, or the Google Meetup, the Zoom, whatever, I don't remember anymore. But then when you call me back, and I don't know, I think it's a protection for both of us, because I don't like to share very, very private when that comes to that stuff. It's nobody's business. And I always tell everybody, well, what you're saying to me isn't going anywhere. So yeah. So anyway, hi guys. How do you open yourself up to angels? So I'm going to get to that in a minute. Okay. So good questions, you guys. Good questions. All right.
Good segues for you today.
Yes, it is. Well, they always feed me. They're always really good. Now, Uriel and Ariel. Now it's so funny because some people say Oriel, A-U-R, and then some people say Uriel, and then some people say Ariel. Now, I think they're the same angel, but some people argue and say they're two different angels. But anyway, I say Uriel. And so he's a speaker. If you want to be able to speak your piece, speak what you need to, put up your boundaries, say, you know what, I don't need to be treated like this. He's also can be part of justice, where you're speaking your truth and getting the justice you deserve. It's Uriel. And he represents the throat chakra, and he's in light blue. Okay, so they all have their own color, by the way. And I'm going to go over this. I have a new fan who's also a transcriptionist. Oh. And so I kind of told her, I'm like, I wonder if you could just take it off of my podcast. And she's like, yeah. And so I don't know. I'm meeting wonderful people through this
Yeah.
that are helping me. Like, I can't do this. I'm a one woman show and this has gotten crazy. Like, I am just very busy, which is good. But like I said, I do need people that have talents too that can help me and I can help them. So anyway, so Uriel, Ariel with Azrael, Raphael, Michael, and now Shamuel. Okay, Shamuel is green or pink, very gentle and loving. It's the guy. It's a loving relationship. So if you're looking for the love of your life and you're wanting to date, you wanted to find that, ask Shamuel. All right, because that's what they do. This person, and they now it's so funny because angels they say because angels aren't male or female because they're not human, but yet they appear as a female or male energy, and Shamuel appears as a female energy. So, and so does Haniel, and I like that one too. I'll tell you that in a minute. All right, so so just remember that when people ask, well, they aren't male or female, but it's like an energy.
Alex says, I've been trying to talk to Shamuel. I don't know if it's working though.
Okay, Alex, ask for something definite, Alex. So this is what I've done. I do it at night before when I'm asleep and said, please, when I'm meditating, I see them in my head and I can see them. Like I saw Raguel, I'll get to next week, holds a gold sword.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it. And I looked it up. I'm like, wow, I see somebody's holding a gold sword. It's gold. Yeah. And he's blue. And sure enough, that was Raguel.
Lori Sue also says, when you acknowledge your angels, you then are open to their presence. Though they're around us constantly in spirit, just recognized or not, right? So.
Yep, I agree, Lori. You're right. Yep. I agree completely. Good thought. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're not hard to access. Pay attention to little things that they might give you. Numbers, like like every angel does have their number. I'm going to go all over. There's so much information about angels. It'll take me 4 podcasts to get all this, and which I will give you. And you just pay attention to the numbers. Pay attention to things around you, because I can feel them.
Yeah.
I can literally, I'm telling you, I feel them. And if you don't feel them, ask them to give you a sign. Ask them to give you something. Okay. Please show me, just like I ask your spirit guides to leave, like I say, please let your presence be known and please leave this for me. It's the same thing with angels. So, and I was the biggest skeptic in the world, you guys, seriously, about all of this. And I'm not anymore, because there's so much I'm experiencing I can't explain. I just can't explain it. And I just have to go with it. So I'm just sharing what I have learned. I'm an expert at everything. No, I admit that I know. The more I know, the more I realize I don't.
Well, and my understanding is correct. I don't know. I'm just the producer here. If my understanding is correct, the use of the angels like a conduit to spirit, right? To God. And so if you understand that, you're not necessarily talking or having a conversation asking them to be the almighty being.
Exactly. Right? I've had a lot of people say that to me, because they're like, why are you praying to angels? I was like, no, I'm not really praying. I had that asked to me last week. I said, no, you're not really praying to angels. They're your go-between. You're it's a good word. Conduit. It's a good word. To help. They're helpers. They're helpers there to assist with heavenly things.
Right.
Okay. Right. So just remember that. Yeah. You don't, God is God and angels are angels, but they're helpers.
Grace asks, which is the best angel to pray for help with career and finances?
I'm getting to that. Good question. Yeah. All right. You can always pray to Michael, because Michael's like the archangel of archangels. And when you want, and there is one of finance and stuff. I'm going to get to that, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But you never go wrong with Michael. And I see most of the people that are really good. And I pick up when I'm reading for you, you've been praying to angels. And they're like, how do you know that? I said, because you're summoning them. I can see them I can see them. And that's how I communicate too, as a medium. And and I will say that, and they go, yeah, I've got a stand with a candle, and I burn a candle for Michael and say a prayer.
Wow.
And he's there. So, okay. So let's go on here. So we've got Shamuel. All right. Gentle and loving appears as pink or green. Okay. We've got Haniel is one of my favorites because you know what? She is and she's a female energy again. She is the archangel of psychic ability and intuition. And I didn't know that. I think she's been around me more than once because you know why? Her color is turquoise. Do you know what my website, if you visit my website, what's the color? Turquoise. And I keep saying that that's of healing and psychic ability. And I did not know this. Huh. I intuitively use that color. Plus, it's one of my favorite colors. That I was using it the whole time. So isn't it interesting? And she appears as pale blue too, or turquoise. And healer of families and relationships and psychic ability, your intuition, learning to trust yourself. Because remember, this is a 7-year, you guys, and a 7-year has to do with you learning to use your intuition, okay, and go in with it, okay? All right. The last one really fast because then we're out of time already. It goes really fast, you guys. It's Gabriel, the great messenger. He's also part of creativity, but if you want communication, you want a message to be brought. So maybe you want a message that you've gotten a job, okay? Ask Gabriel. He does messages and communication back and forth. If you're in an argument with somebody that over some communication, pray to Gabriel. Gabriel will assist. Okay. And his color is violet, by the way. Huh. Okay. So that was just a couple. There's lots more. I got at least 3 more podcasts in this.
Well, and I confuse you with a lot of questions, and I help with the meandering because I'm so curious a lot. Which is great. You know, the cool thing is about Metaphysical Meanderings. It's brought to us now. We've got some great sponsors. Moisturized Chaos. So check them out at moisturizedchaos.com. This is all natural beauty stuff. I mean, it's awesome. Great quality.
It's great quality.
Great stuff. And they are just really, really cool. Yep. And
check them out on their website.
Yeah,
they're really good.
You can order online the whole work.
They still have the 25% also. So if you put Lana 22, you can get 25% off, which is really, the prices are the same as if you were going somewhere to like Walgreens. I am not kidding. Yeah. That's how reasonable they are. And it's really good quality.
And Sue, I know Sue's out there, but go to Diamond's Natural Store. So Diamond must have been a dog's name.
Yes,
right?
It is. Yep.
So
you're
Diamond's,
absolutely right.
naturalstore.com. You can also order online there.
Yes.
And get great stuff for your fur babies. And let's be honest, we treat our fur babies better than our regular babies. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, here's the other great thing right before we get into questions. We've got some new shows here on 21.6. We came out with Roger That Chronicles. It's a podcast for veterans by veterans. Cool. And they go over a lot of everything that veterans need, do, and have gone through, which is cool. That airs on the first and third Thursdays of each month. Okay. And a new show, Lana, you're going to love this one. It's called Individually United. Karen Abbott Trimmel and Jamie Maravich work with groups like Women Are Rising and things like that. Good. So it's 2 ladies talking about women's strength, power, everything, getting out there. That's going to be on the first and third Tuesdays of every month at noon. So just keep hanging in there with us at 216 because we just want to deliver just great content to change the world.
That's right. We're trying to change the world.
And you can find Lana's show on Twitter at studios_216, on her Facebook, Lana's Enchanted Sky, out on her YouTube channel, out on our YouTube channel. So if you're needing a little bit of metaphysical meandering and just some Lana, you can find her. Go to Apple Music and punch in 216. They can find you all over.
And before we forget, I have started Citizens Against Book Banning. It's on GoFundMe. So if you are interested in donating, please do it. I'm going to be giving it to the ACLU, probably in Florida.
Yeah.
I've already got it set up. I never touch a dollar. The
That's right.
ACLU will be accessing it. I felt I had to do something.
Yeah.
We can't just sit here and do nothing. And you know how many people hit me up? Because I asked on TikTok, I said, is anybody doing anything?
Yeah.
And no, there's so many people that said, I don't know, but let me know. I mean, I had thousands of people asking me that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So
When-
it will be going to the ACLU to protect civil liberties.
Yeah. And one last thing, this is for everybody out there. We're going to have a cool show through our good friends at DCCS. They're going to be sponsoring it. It's going to be called Leveling Up. So how do you level up your life? How do you level up your business? How do you level up your relationships? Just about leveling up, because we need to do that, which is cool.
Awesome.
So
That's
stick around
awesome.
for more of that too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Sue says, yep, Diamond was my dog who had cancer. Read her story on the site. Thanks, guys. She is my soul dog.
Yep. I get it. I had one like that too, that I've never had a connection that I had as close as this one dog. His name was Denver. He was a collie. And
that's it.
Yeah.
Now, our good friend Tina out there says, hey, listen, if we don't get to your question in the next 10, 15 minutes, you can book a private reading. Just visit www.lanasenchantedSky.com or visit www.ko-fi.com/enchanted sky. And if you'd like to donate to that, GoFundMe/Citizens Against the Book Banning.
Thank you,
which
guys.
is great.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I appreciate you. So now I guess it's to the question. Well, let's start asking questions.
That's it.
Okay. Now I will tell you, for if you're on my TikTok, you can be on 216thenet.com. You can be on my YouTube, Lana's Enchanted Sky. You can be on my Facebook, Lana's Enchanted Sky, correct?
Yes.
Yes, all of it.
All of it live right now.
It's all over the place.
Yep.
And if you do, would you please here on TikTok donate something? I'm trying to start a healing center. I get all kinds of projects going all the time.
You're crazy.
So yes, I'm crazy. I know, I'm trying to finish a PhD, but that's
all right.
sitting, so.
Tina asks, which archangel helps with exams? I know you said it before, but
ask
I
Michael. Ask Michael. Michael, yeah.
Ask him that question, or
ask him to help. Ask him for help.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask him. You never go wrong with Michael, because Michael's the archangel of archangels. So yeah.
Awesome. Alex B says, hi Lana, when will my crush Skeet look at my Instagram stories again? He hasn't looked at them since October.
It'll be a little while. I would say something like maybe within the next couple months. I want to say maybe March, maybe even into April.
I just say keep putting that good content out there for him.
There you go. There you go. Put good content.
And Sue says, when will my daughter have a baby, and when, if possible?
I went about 2 years. Sue, about 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alex is sending you some roses on TikTok right now. Tina says, thank you. Ramona 9954. Which angel helps with writing?
With creativity. Haniel is good. Ragel. There's a bunch of them. There's a couple you can ask, but they're writing and creativity.
Yeah.
I believe now, I'm not an expert at these because I forget, because I've been studying them myself. I thought it was Ramiel. I have to look that up. I'm going to be honest with you, but I know that there is one that's creativity, it's a very good, it gives you the creativity you need. I'll have to look that up and get back to you, but I think it's Ramiel. I think it is. Okay. Right. So just look that up. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Anna, our good friend, says, Lana, curious question. Will I be having surgery on my left foot soon after moving?
Not soon. It'll be a few months after that, Anna. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. Let me take a couple people off of TikTok here. Okay. Are the twins I have been dreaming with mine? Thank you. Liz, I believe they're yours, but I want to say I don't know if they're twins. I think are they boys? They just look very, very similar. All of your children are going to look quite similar. Okay. which is weird. Like my kids all have blonde hair, all three of
Yeah.
them, and two of them look very, very similar. But my middle one looks completely different. But some people's kids, you know, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
my daughters, you could put their baby pictures and
Yep.
different stages in their life, and they all look
yep, they
alike,
all
you
look.
know.
Isn't it interesting how
That's
that
right,
goes
yeah.
with genetics? Isn't it?
Yep. Lovely asks, will I graduate on Friday?
This is weird. I don't feel like yes, but I feel like no. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? I don't. It's not then. It's like a week or two after or something. Is there something that's getting prolonged or something? Lovely. I'm not sure what that means. That's what I'm getting though. I just repeat what I'm told. So
There you go.
I feel like it's not Friday. It's like the week after that or
Yep.
something.
And
Okay.
thanks, Grace, for helping out. Grace says, when will I start earning a full-time salary again? I've been struggling financially for years. Any career advice?
Okay, you're going to get a job where you have to go back for training of some sort. And it's out there now. So start looking. You're going to find they're going to start talking to you around April. And it's going to be mostly online that they're talking to you back and forth. Okay.
Nice.
So try that. And you know what? When you get a chance, Grace, what you need to do for me is tell me your sun, moon, and rising with your north node. Because I the reason that I ask that, anybody that's an earth sign, that has an earth sign, has a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, should be able to make money without a problem. Now, Taurus, I have seen where Taurus is one of these ones that will sometimes lose everything they own and then rebuild it. But Capricorn is the business of the zodiac, and Virgo is the well-organized psychic one or sign of the zodiac. Nice. They should never really be broke. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So just thought I'd tell you that. Nice. Okay.
PT Chris 1 says, my old manager wants me to go to work with her. Will I end up working with her again?
Say this again.
My old manager, PT Chris 1.
Oh, hi, PT.
Yep. My old manager wants me to go to work with her. Will I end up working with her again?
Yes, PT, but you're putting up conditions, and I don't know what that means. Like, I will, but it's like that. And somebody just gave me Joe Fiel, and that's Joe Fiel is the that's it. Thank you so much. I knew he is the archangel of creativity. There it is. Thank you. It was on the tip of my tongue. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yep. Thank you.
Our good friend Laura Sue, and I clamped. I don't know. I won't butcher it. I tried, but I probably butchered it. Has a question. My soul dog, Dulcinea, will she continue to thrive into a very long life? She is just turning 9, works as a therapy dog with children and older adults.
I want to say she's at least 15.
Wow, that's great.
Which that's a nice age for a dog.
Yeah.
I had a dog that made it 15. He had a bad heart. Like, and then finally one day he woke up and he had like a stroke or something, and he couldn't move his back legs, but he was 15. Yep. And here we thought we were going to lose him early because he had a hole in his heart. Nope. He outlived all the other dogs. You know how that's what I have seen with humans. Like, this is something that I have seen, that when your time's up, it's up. Yeah. And I have seen people where you expect them to go, and then other people outlive them. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I really do think it is predestined. It is, you know what I mean? I mean, you do get a choice. You get 5 exit points, but I just think that when it's up, man. Yeah. Like, I see that more and more and more, and I'm like, wow, people you would never guess, and you're like, wow, So anyway, all right, a couple more questions, you guys.
Sun June says, hi, Lana. Will I be changing jobs soon?
Not till August.
That could be soon, but
well, that's well, if you think about it, that's March, April, May, June, July. 6 months.
Yeah, it's inside there, right?
Yeah.
Autumn asks, what angel is for good health?
Raphael. Autumn asks Raphael. Raphael's anything to do with health.
There you go.
He's also, I believe, the patron archangel of doctors.
Turtles. Oh, yeah.
Turtles.
Little joke there for all you cartoon watchers. Yeah. I've been seeing, Frankie says, I've been seeing 111, 1111, 222, 333, 444, 1144, 1010 repeatedly back to back. What is my spirit guide and the universe trying to tell me?
It isn't the spirit guides, your angels. They got your back. You're going through something right now, right, Frankie? I feel like there's some stress going on. They're trying to tell you it's going to be okay. So I don't know. Is it a family thing? I kind of pick up it's something to do personal more than anything. Okay.
Anna says that okay. Too. Anna says, yeah, I've been seeing repeating numbers. Like,
yeah, well, I know that I'm going to tell you right now, you have no, we are in like the tribulation. There's something is up. You can feel it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can feel this. And I don't know how else to tell you, but they're trying to tell us that everything's going to be okay because it is been bad. So, okay.
Yeah. MI says, how do my taxes look like for this year?
Your taxes, MI? Yeah.
Keep your seatbelt on.
I think, yeah. But it ain't a lot. It's like maybe 2,500 to 3,000. All I know is that's the number I'm getting. So it's maybe you'll get it back, but I think you owe it.
Grace follows up, says, hey, it's Capricorn Sun, Virgo North Node, and Aquarius Moon.
Okay, Grace, you should have absolutely no trouble making money. You're out of alignment. Okay, maybe you're supposed to be running your own business because you have a Capricorn in there. Capricorns are the business that people of the zodiac, it comes natural to them. But like I said, if you're not making money with that Virgo and that Capricorn, maybe you're not using your intuition. Start meditating a little and asking what you need to be doing to get that open, because a Virgo and a Pisces are always psychic. So if you've got something in there like that, there's a psychic ability that's involved with all of it. Okay.
Purple magic. Will I find a rental house that accepts pets before April?
I think so. Barely by, like, it's right before you're supposed to, right into April. Like you'll find it like maybe a couple days before. Okay. Nice. All right. So to let you guys know. Yeah. I do want to say one other thing too, because I've been having this dream over and over. And I don't mean to, and you guys know I throw out my predictions on occasion, but there's going to be, and I don't want to scare anybody, but I keep dreaming it. And so I know that when I've dreamt it, it's been happening because I got to go with it. And there's going to be some type of war in Europe within the next year. And it's not Asia. It's not.
That's not good.
I know it's not. And there's some type of skirmish or war. It might be, I know Armenia, I guess is it Armenia? Yeah, there's something. I just know that there's something coming. There is, I don't know. I just am supposed to tell you, it's not China. It's not Asia. It's Europe. So I just wanted to let you guys know. I don't mean to scare anybody, but I am being honest, and that is what I get. And I give you what I get. Yep. So
Jackie Frazier, good morning, says, hi, Lana. When will I be able to get this loan to help pay off my daughter's college instead of out of my pocket?
Out of your pocket, Jackie. You're looking at the second part of the year. It's going to take a little while to get completely situated and I don't know. It just seems like it drags out for some reason. I don't know if they're just dragging their feet. I know right now that they are dragging their feet. And you know why? Because the Supreme Court is going to be, I believe it's the Supreme Court, right? That's going to be seeing the student loan thing.
I hope
they're going to be, and they're determining if it's constitutional or not. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't it be? Yeah. I don't get it. Why wouldn't that be?
Who knows?
Anyway,
follow the money.
I still say it's going to go through though.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of money coming in March for a lot of people.
There you go. Susie says, hi, Lana. Will I be going to Vegas in April?
Yep.
Have fun. Always bet on black. Lori Sue says, thank you for that about her dog. My guidance says proposed between 15 to 16 years. So
yep.
Cool.
Yep. See, yep. Yeah. One more question, you guys. Let's see if you know what? I'll take one off here. I'll take off one off of here. If you guys don't know, I'm also on 216 The Net, and I'm on my YouTube, and I'm watching things come through. So I'm back and forth. And you guys are seeing us live, but you can catch me on Apple Podcast. Anyway, St. Louis or the Great Smoky Mountains. Hey, Kristen, I think I told you that it was the Great Smoky Mountains, right? I think I already told you that question, didn't I? All right. just thought I'd tell it you again. I feel like you're going off that way. So I see
Yeah.
I see hills and mountains. So yeah. So yeah, one more question.
Let's see. I had one up here that let's get this one. Erica. Erica says, Lana, will my mom get her liver transplant?
It's going to take a long time to get it. And I think she's going to, but it's going to take a while. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be about a year maybe, or even more, before she gets it. But I do feel eventually she will. Okay.
Anna just says, when you see a number like 24, do you look up 24 or the whole group?
6. You know what, Anna, good question. I've seen, now there are certain numbers that are prime numbers, and yet you will get, I believe one of them is 43. There's one, and it's a 7 though.
Yeah.
So see, you put it together, it's a 7, and it means its own thing. So you might want to look. 24 is 6. So 6 is about yourself, your resources, your family, your friends, the people around you. That's a 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, listen, if we didn't get to your question, you can feel free to go out and, lanasenchantedSky.com and put it out there. Book a reading, keep her busy. She loves to do that for people. Yep. And we'll be back next week talking a little bit more about angels and how to use them. So for all of us here at 216 The Net and Metaphysical Meanderings, for our good friends over at diamondsnaturalstore.com and moisturizedchaos.com. Thanks for tuning in this week. Have a great week, and till we meet again, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.